This is KGW News at Sunrise.
This morning on Sunrise, everything we know about the shootout yesterday afternoon outside a Safeway in Vancouver. The shooting left an armed robbery suspect dead in the parking lot. We'll share a video from a viewer that gives us a closer look at what happened. Plus,
you have a lot of time to reflect because these animals, they're not in no hurry. You just take your time and try to read them out, and you learn their character, and you know, in a sense, you learn your own character again.
He's talking about how the animals at this Yamhill County farm helped him get over his addiction. Coming up, we're heading an hour outside of Portland to a farm where the work is all about recovery.
Also, some anglers on the Columbia River are making tons of money by reeling in a problematic catch.
Last year was my best year. I had 13,640 bucks, I think.
Nice.
Wow.
So how a program is putting cash in our pockets while protecting our native salmon.
yeah, they call that the Pike Minnow Sport Fishing Program. We did a lot of live segments over the years out there in the Columbia in the early morning. I had to go out with the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, and man, we would catch a bunch of those pike minnow. Anyways, I digress and say, took me back to a few years ago, Brenda. This is a Wednesday morning on the Sunrise Show. Rod Hill, do you want to get things rolling weather-wise?
You told me before the show you stepped outside yesterday and you were...
I was a little chilly.
It was only 69 out at the airport yesterday. A little cool for this time of the year. We're going to be similar this afternoon. Here's the way we start. Really pretty look from the Wells Fargo building. Kind of a mixed bag of cloudiness out there again at this hour. Most of you are in the 40s. PDX is at 50. 61 at noon. Partly to mostly sunny skies coming. I have us at 68. Brenda, you're going to be chilly again. 68.
Oh, dear.
5 p.m. Your complete forecast is coming up.
Okay, thanks, Rod. This morning, we want to get to some breaking news we have for you out of Southwest Portland. Right now, Southwest Barber Boulevard from Capitol Highway to Southwest Luradell Street is closed because of a fire. This is a live look that we've got here from the Colonial Office campus. Portland Fire tells us drivers actually spotted the fire and called it in just before 3:30 this morning. Portland Fire, Lake Oswego, and Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue all responded. When they got there, they say flames had already spread throughout the building, and some of the roof had even collapsed. No injuries to report at this point, but we'll keep you updated as we get more information.
Now to the deadly shootout in Clark County between an armed robbery suspect and Vancouver police.
Yeah, investigators tell us that officers shot and killed the suspect in the parking lot of the Safeway, that is, on East Mill Plain Boulevard. This was yesterday afternoon. Here's what we know this morning. The Vancouver Police Neighborhood Response Team spotted a person driving on East Mill Plain Boulevard who team members recognized as a suspect wanted for multiple armed robberies. He parked, went into the Safeway, and when he came out minutes later, police say he dropped his bag and pulled a gun. The suspect allegedly fired at officers who fired back, and the man died at the scene.
A viewer sent us video of the shootout last night. Now, you won't see anybody get shot, but you will hear the sound of gunfire, and some people may find this disturbing to watch.
Oh my God.
No officers were injured during the shootout, but 3 officers from Vancouver PD and 1 Clark County deputy are on administrative leave, which is standard protocol during this investigation.
A new safe rest village for homeless people just opened up in Portland. Peninsula Crossing in North Portland houses 67 people, and the place is packed. All the people there were living along the Peninsula Crossing Trail, and they moved in to the village over the last week or so. The trail itself will remain closed through June 16th to allow Portland Parks and Rec to work on restoring that area.
Meanwhile, a farm in Yamhill County is helping people get sober. KGW's Blair Best went to Carlton and has more for us on Blanchet Farm and its plans to expand.
On a farm in rural Yamhill County, Miggs starts over.
Take a big bite. It's been a beautiful thing. Like it's one of a kind for sure.
About a month ago, he left Chicago after finding Oregon's Blanchet Farm online, a free residential program for people in recovery.
I was, coming off methamphetamines for It was like 2.5 years. It was hard for me to look in the mirror because I didn't recognize who I become. Now it's a little easier on the eyes, you know.
Other, more traditional rehab programs never worked for him.
It's a good kind of therapy without having a counselor or something.
A different kind of healing, on his terms.
You have a lot of time to reflect because these animals, they're not in no hurry. You just take your time and try to read them out, and you learn their character, and you know, in a sense, you learn your own character again. I don't know.
That's huge for a guy, you know. It builds some self-esteem. It lets him feel good about something for a change.
Ross Sears has run the farm for 15 years.
I came up through the program too. I still got to earn it, but I can relate to him, so that's probably kind of very unique in a lot of ways.
Construction is underway for a new dorm facility here at the farm, and with that will come more case management services to help those in recovery.
The dorms will be 2 stories high.
Soon, about 20 men will stay and work at the farm for 6 to 9 months, or however long it takes.
We got one. Hopefully, when I go back home, people will see the change and the difference, not only physically, but in my actions and mentally.
In Carlton, Blair Best, KGW News.
Yeah, some good work happening there. So we found out about this happening at Blanchet Farm because Blanchet House staff actually told us about it. So if you know of a story you think we should tell or a person we should profile, text us or call us at the number on your screen, 503-226-5088.
All right, before we get to Rod's weather forecast, take a look at this. We are live this morning inside a brand new fitness facility. This is called Lifetime. Lifetime Beaverton opens up later today. In fact, the doors will open for the first time here at the top of the 6 o'clock hour. It's described as an athletic country club. Okay, so just kind of a bit of a step up from the weight facility we have in the basement here at KGW. Luxury workouts are there happening. That's the intersection we're looking at of Cedar Hills Boulevard and Barnes Road. So that's where it's located. Opens up today. Later this morning, Eric Patterson will show us some of the pickleball courts, the basketball courts, the outdoor pool with water slides. They got a whole lot going on there, including, gang, something known as the cold plunge pool.
Oh, that's supposed to be good for you.
Yes,
yeah.
Good recovery after that big workout. So again, those are the details.
If I ever did a big workout.
Those are the details on the screen right there. Lifetime Athletic Country Club opening today in Beaverton.
You've done those cold plunges, haven't
You know, I did-
on a live shot or two?
Cryo thing?
I've done a lot over the years. I've done a lot, I tell you. I think the cold plunge you're talking about, though, is the morning where I went into the water with my cell phone in my pocket.
No.
And that is not good for live TV. Communication breakdown right there on the spot.
Okay, I like Brenda's statement the best. You don't do that.
I don't need
the
to
heavy
recover.
workout. Yeah, no recovery needed. All right, hey, today is the final day of the month, right? May 31. It's also going to become the 16th consecutive dry day that we've had, and that will set the new record for the month of May in the record book at PDX. The old record was 15 straight May days back in 1995. And then we talked about this yesterday. Total May rain is going to end under an inch at 0.91 inches. Normal for the month is 2.51. And I just checked. Still looks like little rain expected overall for the next couple of weeks. So I tell you what, after that wet April that went into the first week of May, we have just dried out very, very quickly. Scattered shower thunderstorm pattern right back where it was yesterday in the southeastern corner of our state today. Here's the Wells Fargo view again. Pretty early morning. There's the city fair down for the Rose Festival all lit up. 50 degrees is the temperature outside right now. Kind of a mixed bag of low cloudiness. This will go on to be a dry, partly to mostly sunny day. There are some chilly spots. 38 in Kelso, 39 in Newport. Well, that's a sign that this air mass is not very warm. Again, yesterday's high at the airport was only 69. I had forecasted 73. 49 out in Baker City and John Day right now. So the coolest spots are here on the west side. All right, futurecast, here's that chance of showers and thunderstorm activity in the southeast. Here's a mix of low clouds on the west side. Again, we'll go on to be partly to mostly sunny this afternoon. There are those thunderstorms firing up a little bit later this afternoon. All right, our beautiful state capital in Oregon and our temperature forecast. Mid to upper 60s today. That's it. And that's with a good bit of sunshine and a light northwest wind. Similar numbers up through southwest Washington. This has you folks up in Longview and Kelso. Only 63. Has Battleground in the mid 60s. And I have Vancouver and Portland getting up to about 68. Gradual warm up, but the numbers have been lowered. 74 Thursday, 78 Friday, 81 Saturday, 84 Sunday. Now there are signs starting to emerge that maybe we don't get to 90 on Monday or Tuesday of next week. That would be
a good thing.
Brenda says that would be a good thing. Yeah.
Pace yourself, Rodney. Pace yourself. Thank you.